What's going on, man?
My dog's got the Wisconsin football shirt on. I respect it. I was
You,
like,
you
hey,
got, you got to. I didn't know who. I was like, I'm pretty sure I knew you was gonna have a shade of red on.
I
didn't know
had
what
to.
color.
I got my helmet in the back too.
Okay.
So. What's up, brother?
I don't even think they let me keep my helmet. Funny enough.
They didn't let you keep your helmet?
No.
Bro, look, I even got that ugly one from the alternate game too.
Oh wow! I actually saw my jersey being sold on eBay. So
no.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
Montee, what's good, bro?
Good, man. How you been?
Chilling, man. Another day in paradise. You know, this quarantine. Bro,
What's up, man?
I'm good, man. You know, living a life in California.
Is that where you're at, Crow? What part of Cali you in?
Los Angeles. My first time in LA was when the first Rose Bowl when we played TCU. And I remember us leaving Madison on Christmas, actually. We left on Christmas, and we touched down the same day. It was 20 when we left. We got to L.A. It was 75. I said, I'm going to live here one day.
You said, yeah.
I was done. I was sold.
Well, man, it helps when you go to a Rose Bowl every damn year.
It was nice. By the third Rose Bowl, I knew the club promoters in L.A.
What's up, everybody? I'm Kenny Bell. Welcome back to another Big Ten Recall episode. I'm really excited tonight, and I'm a little bit nervous. We got two Badger legends here that I'm really excited not only to host but to catch up with a little bit. We've spent it's been 8 years now since we've played one another, and I'm really excited. So with no further ado, we've got Marcus Cromartie, tremendous defensive back that played for Wisconsin from 08 to 12, I believe.
Yep, 08 to 12.
And, of course, we got Montee Ball, who doesn't even need an introduction, but one of the best running backs, not only in Wisconsin history, but one of the best running backs I ever got to witness play. So I appreciate you guys having me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So before I even jump into it, Crow, what have you been up to, brother? I know I seen you've been you got your talk show going. I don't want to call it a podcast. So you want to elaborate on that? What do you got going there?
Well, you know, obviously I played a little bit in the NFL, and just trying to use that experience to kind of push forward toward the next generation and just giving out my knowledge. I know I have a lot of knowledge, not just in the NFL, but in college and just football in general, and just kind of spread that as much as I can, especially during these quarantine times.
Right. Absolutely. So how'd you get set up? Was that just an entrepreneurship thing? I know I kind of got my little streaming thing going, but really, how did you know that you wanted to do that? I know you had just finished up with Montreal in the CFL last year. Did you had plans to move forward with that, or how?
I think it's all about, Kenny. I think it's all about just creating content. You know, you never want to just be sitting still. If you know you have something going for yourself, you know you have knowledge to spread. Why not just do something? You know, you never just want to sit here and be steady. So I thought to myself, why not just put myself out there and just spread the knowledge that I know, and that's the game of football.
Absolutely, man. I respect that, and that, like, finding those opportunities to kind of have that platform are few and far between. So to really, you know, take the bull by the horns, if you will, and make it yourself. I respect it. So Montee, brother, I haven't seen you since 2012. How you been, brother? What are you up to these days?
Yeah, man, I've been good, man. Been good. I've obviously ever since I kind of been more in the NFL, then kind of, you know, didn't do as well as I thought I would, but you know, my story's been very public. You know, I'm going on 4 years sober this year from alcohol. I'm very proud of that. So I've really dove into the community, joined forces with the Wisconsin Voices for Recovery, helping the minority populations, communities, kind of helping them to overcome the opioid addictions. And it's really been focusing on giving back. It's really what I've been focusing on. Got my own podcast with my brother-in-law who's sober. It's called Untapped Keg.
Hey.
Nice. Untapped Keg.
Hey, okay.
You want to listen on iTunes and everything, but honestly, man, I got a 4-year-old son, of course, and I just been just focusing on being a good father and giving back to the community, man. So I can't thank you enough for asking me to hop on.
Oh yeah, man, absolutely. Well, first and foremost, brother, congrats on your sobriety. That's incredible. To hear that you're happy and healthy, raising your son and really being a great member of the community. I'm not surprised at all. Just knowing you through the game. So congratulations on that. Definitely want to hear more about that podcast. I got to give you a follow on all social media, man, because I'll definitely have to tap into that Untapped Keg. That's sweet, man.
Monty is the only person I know with his face on the side of a bus in college.
Yeah, hey, the Monty ball height. All right,
Monty ball height was crazy.
I'm almost tired of saying his name because I heard it so damn much on the loudspeakers in 2011. Oh my goodness! Let's jump into this game. I think we start in the 2012. So these games, man, I honestly hadn't watched probably since that year, especially that damn Big Ten championship. But here we go. We start by fumbling the rock. So I was wondering, when we were playing one another, good tackle, Crow, by the way, tackling everybody all the time. Was there anybody that you guys really like despised in the Big Ten? Because I know
I was gonna jump in and say on that, King. It's funny that you actually asked that. I always thought that us versus you, Wisconsin versus Nebraska, was a forced rivalry.
Yeah.
And that, we really didn't know much about you guys. We both wore the color red. And I think they tried to play on that or whatever. But personally, I didn't like Michigan State. That was kind of like my rivalry when I was there.
Monty, before I jump in on that, I'm going to ask you the same thing, brother. You have anybody that just in college, they rubbed you the wrong way, just didn't like?
I got to go with Michigan State. For some reason, our rival game is Minnesota,
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's interesting.
I thought
that's history, right? But yeah, all right. So going back to what Crow said on like the forced rivalry, I was wondering where that kind of came from. I think it came from just Big Ten football, running the football 80% of the game, right? Like I think we identified with one another like that, just playing smash mouth football. I think that was a mean stiff arm. I didn't mean
it was, man. Did you practice that, Monty?
Right? Like, damn. That was one of our best tacklers too. But no, I do wonder where that. I wonder if it's just because the programs kind of recognize the similarities in the culture a little bit. And then I agree. I didn't really the Big Ten. I had nothing but respect for you all. That's for sure. But it was like, especially your guys' junior, senior year, that 11-12 Sparty team with like Will Golston and those guys. I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't like them, but they definitely like to be chippy without a doubt.
Right.
It was part of their culture. And then, Mark D'Antoni kind of started it all. He would get up right in your face as well. And those guys, they was talking trash. You would play Michigan State, you would go out to East Lansing, and it would be always gloomy.
Man.
You really wouldn't want to play if the weather's terrible. The fans, fans are, they fans, they kind of iffy. So, Michigan State, you just didn't like. Ohio State, you kind of had that disdain for them, but there was a respect. They was going to do things right. They was just a really good team. Michigan State just didn't like them, man.
That was one of the best football plays I've ever seen right there, by the way. Chris Borland jumped over a cut block and just annihilated Rex Burkhead.
Man, I tell you what, man, the thing about Chris Borland, man, it's linebackers versus running backs in practice every day. Having to do pass pro against him was brutal. And then having to run up and do, we do inside run drills like constantly. We do that for like 4 periods. And I got tired of running in the hole and meeting him every single time.
I'm glad.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Bro, I don't mean to interrupt. I was going to say that I was surprised that you even brought – I'm actually not surprised, but I was going to ask you that because Chris Borland is the best linebacker that I ever watched play football.
Yeah.
And I don't know if many people recognize that, but you said what, Crow?
I was going to double down on that. I think J.J. Watt gets all the hype, defensive, wise coming from Wisconsin. But to me, the best player I ever seen daily has been Chris Borland.
If you ask the Nebraska offense from 2009 to 2013, they'll reiterate that sentiment. I mean, that dude was the real deal. Tough as nails too. He was out there like, you remember how low he would squat with both those knee braces? This dude was everywhere. If you cut on the film, 44 is on every single play on defense, man.
Every play.
And that's another dude that was a problem. Jared Aberdarius. He was my favorite offensive player to watch in the Big Ten at that time.
I think he's the most underappreciated Wisconsin player probably in the last 10 years. Was Aberdeen's.
I don't know.
Just
So I don't know your guys' culture like that as far as fandom, but I know for a fact that he's, as far as receivers, him and Allen Robinson were really the two best, I thought, in the Big
there you
Ten
go.
during my time.
I knew I couldn't let you get. See, this man always teaching me something, because with you, I knew I couldn't let you get the ball in space, because that's where you made your money, was in space.
So I wasn't, the thing is, like, I didn't have jukes, but I was just like shifty. I knew how to not get cracked. You know what I'm saying?
Very shifty, man.
Yeah, so it's for a dude like you to say that, because you were tackling everybody. You tackled Quincy and Nunwood like solo multiple times, and bro, I don't mean like that's my dog, but that's incredible. Like, that dude is a big, strong receiver. For you to be clamping him up and tackling him is impressive.
To be honest with you, playing the Big Ten helped me get prepared for NFL, because if you was playing at Wisconsin and DB corner, you was gonna get 60 tackles a year.
Oh yeah,
you gonna
you
get
had to
60 tackles a year, easy.
That's funny you say that, because in the league, you know, everyone's like, turn it to the corner, turn it to the corner. In the Big Ten, there's some big corners out there that invite that physicality. So,
I mean, I completely agree. I think you look at the past 5 years and look at all the DBs coming from Ohio State.
Yep. Look at this. Student body right. That is that is a Nebraska versus Wisconsin football play right there. Oh my. 20-3? How did we win this football game?
To be honest with you, I never knew the game was 20-3, Monty.
Yeah, man. You guys are putting it on us. This was the second biggest comeback in Nebraska history.
Still to this day, I tell people, one of the loudest stadiums I played in was this stadium right here.
Oh, yeah, no, Nebraska can get rocking, but I would say that, I mean, when we came to Camp Randall in 2011, and it was, I mean, that was college game day.
Right.
You guys, man, Montee Ball, Nick Toon, Russell Wilson. I was like, bro, get me out of this stadium. Get me
that
out.
Was y'all first Big Ten game. That was your first Big Ten game too.
That was Nebraska's inaugural Big Ten game.
Like, what did y'all think coming into, like, what did y'all think about the Big Ten when y'all was coming into?
Hey, so for me, that's a good question, by the way. For me, I had just come from the Big 12 and I hadn't played, so this is gonna be my first year of college football. I was so young. That was like really my first real away game. You know, we had played. I think we had played like Wyoming on the road before. So I came in there like, oh, it's gay, like that. None of that really had registered to me. Well, when we walked out there, and it was it was something that I had never experienced before, and that was like, under those circumstances, to go try and play those games that young. I don't think very many people know that feeling. Like, 'cause it's almost surreal, but at the same time you try your best. But man, that was a long night, man. Especially, and then you looking back on it, the legends that were in that football game. I mean, you talk about Russell Wilson, Montee Ball, yourself, Crow. Like, the amount of talent that was on that field. Looking back on it, I'm extremely thankful. Obviously, I want to win football games and not happy with the result, but the experience is what I really take away from now.
Right.
I got so much love for people that play in the Big Ten, regardless, to be honest with you. You know, Michigan State, I still kind of give them a hard time, but if you play in the Big Ten, it's like, you know, we're brothers at the end of the day, because it's us against the world, I feel like. It is.
Hey, exactly. When it came down to bowl season, everybody wanted to see Big Ten teams win. I know I wanted to see y'all win every single Rose Bowl possible. We can't stop talking.
I can't believe we lost this game.
Right, Monty, we just fumbled again, and you what is that? Your third rushing touchdown of the night?
I think so, but I still got a sour taste in my mouth, man, from this game. I can't believe we gave it up.
So what happens? This is the turning point right here. We get right here.
Well, Trotter, he wasn't the starter, so Shelton was actually hurt. The starting safety was hurt.
Yep. I remember that.
So this was his first start, and this is not a good game to have your first start.
Oh, I get Nebraska. Oh my, we got a penalty right there, huh?
No, we got a penalty.
No, I know. I'm saying yeah, that was weak. Just because I'm 160 pounds and got blasted doesn't mean
I mean, you paid us back later that year.
Yeah, I did. I got it back.
That's the thing. So y'all just caught that momentum.
Yeah, I mean, we were at home, man.
Super loud.
We knew. You're right. I remember that 43 wasn't the starter. That's why we started running the rock with Taylor. We started running those quarterback draws. I think he has another one. Hey, that's the first third and short stop of the game for us, and I think we get quite a few more, and that's what turns it.
I think that play right there turned the game.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yep.
Another missed. Yeah, it's a lot of missed tackles. I'm trying to think, and it's crazy because I feel like you would have thought we'd have been prepared for this game because playing Abdullah and Burkhead, that's probably the best running backs we've seen since we played in that Rose Bowl the year before. We had to face
shoot, since you saw it on Wednesday at practice, bro.
Yeah, and it's true. And you know what's even funnier about, you know who the scout team running back was? Was
James White or Melvin?
No, it was Melvin Gordon was the scout team running back.
Like, you're stable at back. So I'm incredibly proud of the backs that I played with Rex Burkhead and Amir Abdullah. I mean, to look at your guys' stable of backs in 2012 is just absurd, brother.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to have a good running back coach. Then, man, we just fed off each other, man. We didn't. There was no bad blood between us. Who was going to start, who wasn't. It was we just knew that once we got the rock, we had to perform.
You know, Montee, that's cool. First of all, to hear that about your room, but was that from like some of the older guys that you guys got that from? Because it seems like that's the culture within the running back room year after year. You know what I'm saying? Even from, you know, like
especially
past 10 years.
Yeah, playing at Wisconsin, you know, like obviously somebody's got to go out there and start, but we're going to need the entire stable of backs because we're going to throw the ball maybe 8 times a game. So,
right. You're right. And I mean that kind of mentality shows, brother. I mean, it lets y'all rush the ball the way you do.
Yep.
Look at this. Why 71 push me like this at the end of the play?
Yeah, I was about to ask you, what's up? Why you let him get you the Oh man. Oh man, Ben Cotton's running in water right now.
It's so
That's
funny
my dog,
because
but I need him to lift his knees right there.
25, number 25. I felt like he was really good, but he just didn't, he didn't get the ball as much.
Kyler Reed. So it was tough, man, because our offense revolved around pounding the rock and then going over the top on play action. So, and you were only going to get 4 or 5 targets a game. So with our tight end, that was 2 or 3. So that's why it seemed like he flashed all the time and was good, but never was consistent just because we didn't feed him enough.
Here he goes. Big 3rd and 11. He was open, too. Well, Compton.
51. Compton played a good game that night. That second half was big.
That is crazy. So Will Compton, I played against him in high school.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yep. Played against him in high school. Yeah. We got a long history together.
Oh man, this was the luckiest play of our season right there. Oh my goodness, we really coughed that up and went like it was an option play. Look at this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Look, who hit the ball out?
That was Desmond. That was Des Solomon.
Yep.
Okay, I was gonna say Borland was on that one too, huh? Man, it's everywhere.
I think at this point, both teams just tired of tackling the running back.
Right, we're just tired of the running back.
We're just tired of tackling.
I'm holding. I'm holding.
I don't know.
Hey, Crow, what's up right here? This a catch or no?
It's definitely a catch. I don't know though how they didn't call it a catch when I took it.
I don't know, man. Like, so I agree, right? I think it is, but this is awfully looks like a Dez catch, doesn't it? When he's reaching.
I feel like his elbow hit down though before he reached out the ball. I think it's a catch. I'm not gonna say that while we're playing, but right here, I feel like he's down right there.
Yeah, down and the ball forces it out. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, yeah, that's a catch.
Just I want to get your opinion though, because a lot of people say when he's reaching for the route, like they called it incomplete.
Yeah, I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did.
Man, we lucked out with having such great kickers at Nebraska during this time too. So this is what's crazy. So now we're at 30-27 with 9 minutes and 40 seconds. You would think this game is going to end 45-42. Like at this point.
And then it just kind of buckles down.
Yeah, it really just becomes a grinder, man. I don't know where our run defense was because I'll wait till we start watching the next one because run defense tonight in the fourth quarter was just immaculate. I mean,
Man, I don't know what I was doing there.
both Damian Stafford and Will Compton played phenomenal for us in this second half.
Who was that coach? Because he's excited the entire game.
His name's John Papuchis. We called him JP. He's our D coordinator.
So there we are, second quarterback of the day. We got Danny O'Brien in.
Nice move.
I mean, what was 54
nice
doing? 54. Get up there and block somebody.
It's funny watching these games like this. So the last episode I did was the first time I had really watched a game like the TV version. You know, it's not all like I don't know. Just because I was used to watching film so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I watch TV version every now and then, and I get mad at Kirk Herbstreit all over.
You not a Herbie fan, Crow?
I'm just kidding. Herbie's a good guy. I'm just giving him a hard time.
I think he's a good guy too. But I feel it's those Ohio State guys, man.
Yeah, they gonna root for their guys regardless.
They are. There goes number 4 again. So I didn't really realize at this point we were both 3-1. Who had you guys lost to at this point?
We lost to Oregon State, which had Brandon Cooks at the time, but it was 10-7.
That's right. Brandon Cooks was on that team.
Yeah,
but it's so funny. He won the Blitnikoff that year, didn't he?
I don't think so. It's crazy because the year before we beat Oregon State 35-0, and they had Marcus Whedon and Brandon Cooks. The next year we had to go to Oregon State, and they beat us 10-7, like a low-scoring game. We were still trying to find out who our quarterback was. And we just couldn't. Obviously, we got a second quarterback in right here, so we still figured out who's our quarterback for the year. Monty, we got a handoff.
I was wondering what happened. Were you guys running play action right here? Because I never, when they showed this replay, I was wondering what happened.
So it was supposed to be. He was supposed to pull it.
Right. I was gonna say because it does not look like you're expecting that football.
Nope. Nah. He was supposed to. He was supposed to pull the football.
That would have been an easy first down too.
Yeah, if you guys were running like keeper left, boot left.
Yeah. I remember because that's what he called in the huddle, and then he got up there and handed me the football. Man, that hurt. But that goes to show you, though. I told you the crowd noise really got to us.
Yeah,
we were in the huddle calling plays.
Yeah, no, it was rock. I mean, anytime we played you guys, man, it was always, especially. I mean, obviously. They usually turned out a little bit worse for us towards the end, but it was very competitive and incredibly loud. That's no question. Because I guess you guys, this was your senior year, so you guys only played there once. I was gonna say because I played at Camp Randall twice because I played there again. What was it, 2013? No, it was my senior year, 14, that we played there again. But yeah, so that was that. So you guys finished that season 7-6. Because what had happened? 7-5. I mean,
7-5.
It was like 7-5, I believe, because we lost the bowl game. I think it was 8-5 and we won 8-6, something like that. I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Okay.
We lost to Oregon State, Nebraska, Michigan State in overtime, Ohio State in overtime, Penn State in overtime, and that's it. We were 7-5.
Yep.
Yeah, in the bowl game.
Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering what had happened but then Ohio State was suspended, and that's what, man, we went into this game licking our chops, and boy did ooh.
So y'all had already had y'all plane ticket booked.
If I like I wouldn't put it like that because y'all are Wisconsin, you know what I mean? Like our head man would never let us look at it like that, but in our mind we were like, all right, let's go get a dub and then finally go win a relevant bowl game. So right. I don't want to say we were just overlooking y'all because that's not the case at all.
Mm-hmm.
Especially not after you guys had done it the way you did in Camp Randall the year prior. But our eyes were definitely on the Rose Bowl. I mean, I would be lying to you if, like, no way did we think we were going to be playing. I think we played like Georgia in the Capital One game or something. We were definitely expecting to win this football game. So, and we were not expecting to get hit with jet sweep for 750,000 yards. So, let's let this one roll. Speaking of which, did you guys? Yeah. So great first run, first of all. Was this just the game plan, or is this something that you guys realized was working during the game and you were just going to go with the jet sweep?
Honestly, we realized that it was working during the game.
Mm-hmm.
We did run it a few times in practice, but for some reason, man, Melvin
Look at
Gordon was
this.
just licking his chops to get some playing time.
Yeah.
And once we unleashed him, man, this is what happened.
I mean, yeah, this was really – so the first game I knew – I hadn't really known who Melvin Gordon was. And
Right.
There you go.
So, before I go on Melvin, Crow, when I looked up – because I wanted to get some background on you guys' stats and stuff. When I Googled you, the first picture is me laid out like this, like a dummy, and you just catching the rock going for 6 the other way. That was devastating. Great defense right there. You had me clamped. Good defense, bro.
That just goes back to the film study, me knowing I couldn't play off that game.
Yeah,
I knew that I had to get up on you because with you, I knew tackling in space was going to be my thing. Even right here, I'm trying to soon just take the air out between Quincy and you, and I just knew this guy in space, that's not what we want to see. So just try to stay as attached to him as I can.
Man, that's a good point. This is one of the best plays I've seen Taylor Martinez make ever.
What was Dez doing?
Downfield blocker like a tight end, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I kind of conceded that too.
Yeah, I'm lucky you did too, because I had to just sell out. But no, that's a good point that you make, because I was watching this game a little bit earlier, and that's exactly what you guys did, man. You took the air out of everything we did, and I didn't have any space. I didn't do anything in this football game. I mean, I had the block, but other than that, it was a tough going for me. So my hat's off to you guys, even though I'm not very happy about it.
No, but that's the thing, though, man. We knew that we studied harder going into this game. I think than we did all year, because we knew that we were facing a good team, man.
Yeah.
We knew they were facing a dangerous team. So you guys, by doing what y'all did to us the first game, we knew we had to come with it this time.
Yeah. It feels like, playing against you guys for as many years as I did, it did feel like the weeks leading up to Wisconsin for us, we knew we approached it as we were going in for a dogfight. You know what I'm saying? And I think you guys approached it not only as that, but you approached it as how can we study and beat these guys? You know what I mean? And by the way, great tackle right there, Crow. But how can we beat these guys with X's and O's as well? And I definitely commend you all for that.
I mean, I think it just goes to show we played in this game before too. Like, this is our second year playing in Indianapolis. I think we just kind of had a little more experience too. Like, we wasn't bright. I know for me personally, when I played against Michigan State the year prior, I was a lot more nervous than when I played against y'all the next year, just because we had played in Indianapolis before. We kind of knew how the whole week was going to go, and it just nothing kind of surprised us, even because we got a big here, and, you guys kind of made, chipped away at times and, kind of tried to make it a game, and we just kind of stayed steady throughout the game. And I think that was the difference between the first time we played and this time we played.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point, because this whole year, 2012, I mean, our entire season was comeback. So every single game, the second half of our season, we had to come back to win.
Oh, wow.
So when we were down 21-10, we were like, oh, we can win. Even when it got to 28-10, we're like, we can win. But I mean, when you guys went up, I want to say it was like 42-10 at halftime, something like that. Like, there goes a fumble. I think you guys should have had this football, by the way. And there's 44 making plays again. He's just everywhere all the time.
I think Dez, what happened was Dez's foot was out of bounds when he recovered it.
Oh, okay.
Right
Got
there,
you.
his foot's out of bounds.
Got you, yeah. Because I was going to say, because that's definitely, that ball is out. That's a great – there's exactly what you said right there, is taking the air out of the route.
Yep.
Nice move. Oh, nice move, Monty. Dang.
Man, I wish I could still move like that, man.
You and me both, brother. Yeah, I'm washed. Don't feel bad about it. We're getting old. And there's number 4.
Now we're our third quarterback of the season.
Shoot, with a running back stable like y'all got, who needs a quarterback? My goodness. Right. James is going in. Melvin is already rushed for a 150, and Monty's just warming up.
This play is funny.
Man, you guys are hitting us with reverse passes and with 11 minutes in the second quarter left.
We ran the same play last year. We ran the same play last year in the Big Ten Championship with Russell.
Did you really?
Was it you, Monty?
Yeah. I threw it to Russell. Yep, against Michigan State.
Oh, I actually do. I remember that.
Yep.
Look, great defense. There's exactly what you're talking about, man. Clamped, just cuffed the entire route. Good defense.
Wow, Chris.
Man, we're losing the battle up front. We're losing the battle in the secondary. This is hard, man. Running right through that one. I would like to. I actually wouldn't like to, but what'd you guys average a rush this game? Good catch.
Ooh.
Oh, we got a unnecessary roughness. Wow. They called that. That's what they called on my block too. I think is unnecessary roughness. Here we go again.
I think your block was so bad they just had to call something. That's what it was.
they just like it was just violent, huh?
They just had to call something.
Yeah. Hey, Monty, you went full Reggie right here, brother.
Yeah,
like,
man.
That was a good 5-yard line hop.
Yeah, let me see
Look at
this.
this thing. Take off.
That's one of your best runs.
I see you.
Man,
that was sweet.
Everything was clicking, man. You know how it is when you get into the zone. Everything just starts clicking.
Yeah, I mean that kind of energy. I don't play. I didn't get to play at the levels any other sport as I did football, but that kind of I would challenge any other sport versus like that team energy. You know, when you really got that flow going, you're playing a good football game with your teammates, with your brothers. There's few things in sports I think that are as special.
Right.
Pretty cool.
Oh, we fumbled again.
I thought I forced that fumble, but I came back to the side and said, "That's me."
You get it? Hey, you walking? You walking like you got it, bro.
I'm pointing. That's me. I didn't have nothing to do with this fumble. You. I said, "It's my helmet. My helmet forced
the coach." Yeah, you like I got it. Yeah, you in there? I got you, bro.
Hey, that was extremely wrong.
I'll give it to you. Another great run. Man, just gashing us, bro. You would really think it was at least the third quarter. There's 5 minutes left in the second right now. Did that say you had 13 rushes for 118?
108. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. There we go.
That's the only negative rushing play you guys have of the night, I think.
We're gonna miss this though. We had kicking problems. We lost 3 games in overtime this year. All by field
that's
goals.
Brutal. See, that was one thing. We were blessed with great kickers in my time there.
Okay. Let 25 go again.
Yep. See, that's what I mean. Like when they go to him, he makes a play, but I mean, he only got 1 or 2 targets a game.
Come here, Quincy.
Here you go tackling this man again, bro.
Crow, you ain't try to tackle him?
I just try to get him out. Hey, that's a tackle. When I pushed him out,
that's a tackle,
game.
dog. Hey, if we're blocking and we would block a DB out of bounds, it's a knockdown, bro. We'll take it. Take it where we can get him.
Quincy was about 6'3", 230.
Yeah, bro, just solid too. Yeah, when he's bouncing off of linebackers in the league still, he's different. Look at this, man.
This the best run. I texted him. I was like, this is the best run you ever had.
Bro, this is incredible. We're lucky. We're honestly lucky that we got him down because Andrew Green thought the play was over. He didn't realize Melvin was stiff-arming our safety 6 feet deep. Look at this. Get off of me.
As soon as I saw him do this, I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, Wisconsin's going to be all right.
Yeah, I mean, look at this, bro.
It's going to be all right.
Oh, my goodness, get off of me. Bro, man.
If he would have scored, it would have had like a Marshawn Lynch moment.
Yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely. This was disrespectful. The pop pass at half. Come on, man. Come on, man. And then I think we make it worse because don't we come out? I believe we throw a pick, don't we?
Oh, right there. I should have caught that.
You definitely should have had that one. Look, you had me clamped again.
I should have caught that.
You took that back for 6, bro.
I would have,
man.
Here it goes.
Here it is. Right? Yep. Oh man. I'm lucky I tripped him up too. Honestly. Sorry, you guys go get 6 again. Just pounding the rock. Yeah, you guys must just be on the sideline. Just we're gonna step on the gas now.
Man, there's something about it getting to LA.
Something about it, man.
Getting out the snow to the sun is something that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm biased, right? Going into that game, I definitely thought we were ready. You guys think, obviously, you said it earlier, that veteranship as far as here we go.
We got to talk about this.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so y'all know me well, right? Like, you know that I was never trying to hurt Dev. Right?
I told him crack.
Okay, I was playing the game. I just want to clear that up because I know there's some people that think, I was intentionally trying to hurt the man, and I would never try and do that. I thought we were just playing football. But back then, man, I thought this was just football back then.
I thought it was a good play.
I think it's still a good play.
Yeah, I thought it was a good play. I was telling him crack.
Because he could have made the tackle.
He did, right? Like, I wasn't just hitting him just to hit him.
Right.
He definitely could have made that tackle. I didn't think I hit him with the crown of my helmet. Now the thing is they're saying, like, you're not allowed to eject going upward, right, anymore, which I definitely understand. That shouldn't be a part of the game. So I did do that. But I feel like at this point in our football career, this was physical football. We were just playing full speed. Because I mean, we got nothing but mutual respect, but I know if I was coming over the middle going up for a rock, I know that, I mean, you would put it on me now.
For sure. And it's funny because if you was to do that right now, you would be suspended for the next game.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, I would have been not only ejected, but then I would be suspended. I wouldn't have been in the Capital One game, but yeah, that it's interesting. I think it is for the best. I never want to see guys get hurt, right?
No.
That's not what we're out there about. I think, and I really genuinely think our two schools have that mutual respect for one another.
I agree.
But at the same time, like, you got to play with your head on the swivel and play full speed. That's for guys that play at our level, that have played the game, at a high level. Right. You got to play at full speed, or it's going to be worse than be much worse. I think everybody knows that.
Absolutely, it's Big Ten football, man.
Yeah, it's Big Ten football.
Big Ten football.
You can't go out there, without. That's what.
Who's Monty? I don't know what you.
I'm saying, just disrespectful. Look, it spin off me. Get off of me. Like, dog, y'all are up. Oh my goodness.
Moves.com. Hey, where I shot
Monty.
Yeah.
Yo, that's my friend you just did that to.
Man, we practice it. We just bring what we do in practice.
Hey, don't play that modest. That was violent and disrespectful what you just did on that. Don't we just do what we practice. I respect it, brother. That was probably the best stiff arm I've seen in person. And here comes another 112-yard run. James, man, is James younger than Melvin?
No,
he's a year older.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. It's hard to remember. You guys got so many dang running backs, man. It's hard to remember.
And they all made them wait their turn. So Melvin didn't start until his last year. Like, James started the year before. The year after this. It was Montee, then James, and then Melvin. They all had to wait their turn.
Got you. 63-17, and it's the third quarter, brother.
Now we just worried about not getting hurt.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not mad at y'all. What do y'all give me an honest opinion of what you guys thought about Rex Burkhead?
I think he was a really good running back.
Yeah, I thought he can play. I was actually more worried about him than Amir, to be honest.
Yeah, well, in 2012 especially, Amir was real young then, but Rex is a phenomenal talent. He's it's good to see him still in the league, but I was really impressed with how good Rex Burkhead played. And, Nebraskans love Rex Burkhead. So.
Oh, no.
I knew I shouldn't ate that popcorn. They gave me a PI? Let's go.
Yeah, I think I held your arm.
No, man, that's PI. Good call. Oh, man. I don't know about that one, but I'll take it.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
That was violent. Come on, Chris. So that same kind of thing. I know a lot of Nebraska fans hated that hit. It wasn't. I don't think it was the cleanest, but I also know Chris isn't that kind of dude. And at this
He's
point, we
not.
started getting pretty chippy. So it was I don't know what to say about that one. There's no bad blood for me in that one, but I know Taylor didn't like it.
I would say y'all still playing hard though.
I mean, that was kind of our MO. I feel like we did have the respect, at least like we played now. But man, we got out coached a lot. I don't want to put that strictly on the coaching. You know, we could have played a lot better and obviously done our assignments better. But I really think, like, how we didn't make any adjustments to y'all running jet sweep.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's there. Nobody's in that
Nobody's
gap.
there.
Right.
So again, I got nothing but love for my coaching staff at that time, but it was brutal we didn't make any adjustments and we just let you guys run the route for miles. It was brutal.
Here's the thing, though, man. As much as they talk about, running back you or whatever, man, we and it's not just something we say because the cameras are on ourselves. We can look into our linemen, man. As you see when you're watching tape on us, man, our old linemen are monsters.
Absolutely. you guys got like that is one thing when, as far as how the eye test goes, when you walk out and see a Wisconsin O-line, you know they are a Badger offensive line.
Right.
I mean, there's some big boys that know how to move people from point A to point B against their will. So I respect the heck out of you saying that, especially coming from a dude that won as many. I mean, what, you were a Big Ten Player of the Year. What else you win? You won the Archie Griffin. What else did you win?
Come on, talk Monty, Doak Walker, Heisman Trophy finalist.
Yeah, go ahead. He was a Heisman finalist.
Based on the side of a bus.
Yeah, so I know you were that man. So for you to shout the line out,
I should have won that. I should have won that Heisman, man. I should have won that Heisman.
We got spoiled. To be honest with you, man, I would say this: the 2011 team that I was on, we probably should have won a national championship.
I definitely believe y'all should have won a national.
Like, we were so good. Like, it's hard to even explain because I felt like I could have played better. Because I felt like I was one of the spots on the team where I could have shown more. But you talk about our offense from like 3 or 4 guys make like $60 million in the NFL, like on the O-line.
Oh yeah.
You talk about Travis Frederick and Ryan Groy and Ricky Wagner, and then you got Montee and Melvin and James,
Russell,
and Nick Toon, Abadaris, Russell Wilson. It was so many players on that offensive. That team was so much better offensively. And then you go back to 2010 and you have J.J. Watt.
I know.
You got all those players on the defensive side of the ball.
Hey, appreciate you guys coming on. Montee, I want to tap in real quick. The Untapped Keg, I believe, is the podcast you said, and hit it one more time. It's on Spotify, iTunes. Where can we find it?
Yeah, man. iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud. Untapped Keg is the name. Give us a listen. It's me and my brother-in-law, both sober guys trying to build a sober community. Just sharing positivity, man, especially during these times right now.
Love that, man. So again, Montee, congratulations on your sobriety, brother. Appreciate you. Best of luck in your future endeavors. Crow, likewise. Let me know if I can help out with the show or anything. Let's keep in touch, gentlemen. I appreciate you guys, man. It was fun.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
All right, brothers.
Lot, man.
Oh yeah, and most importantly, a big shout out to everybody at Big Ten Network for another great episode of the Recall series. Looking forward to hosting a few more of these if I'm lucky with some other legendary Big Ten players. So
that'd be dope.